Okay, but who's excited? Because I'm excited. And I don't know, maybe my channel is now a channel for hauling books, but we love it. We love it. Hello, beautiful bookworms. My name is Katerina, and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing sort of a part 2 to the last book haul that I did. If you haven't seen it yet, I will try and leave it linked somewhere. But the fact is, I've received more books, manga and actual books, and I did receive it at the time between the publication of the other haul. So because it was already edited and in queue to be published and edited and everything, I couldn't put these books in there. So I just figured I will do a second part because we all love hauling books and seeing hauls. So we'll just have double the fun. And not to mention that I will have another book haul because it's going to be my city's book fair eventually. So yeah, this is nice. So I'm going to start with the 3 actual physical books that I have, and then I'm going to show you all of the manga. And I hope that you're ready because I'm so excited for all of these. I hope that I don't say excited too much, but I really, really am. So the first one that I've got is, I don't really know what the title is in English, so I'm going to try and aim for it. I should do my research before I film. Why don't I ever do it? So the first book that I have, as I was saying, is called The Truth About the Harry Cabot Case? I don't know. It's by Joel Dicker. I hauled in my last haul a book by Joel Dicker as well in these limited editions, which are hardback and so freaking cool. And basically this is like the book that gave him his fame, and he's now a known thriller writer. So I think that this is set in the summer. So it has again dual timelines as the other book that I've talked about, and this is in the summer of 1975. So this girl disappears, and the investigations don't conclude anything. And then in 2008 we have Marcus Goldman, and he's a young writer, and he is trying to write about the situation of a professor that is wrongly accused of killing this girl or making her disappear or something. I don't know. It's just, it sounds fun. I really want to, well, it sounds fun. I don't really enjoy and believe it is fun to have people killed, but I really enjoy a nice murder mystery investigation sort of thing. And when you have a writer on it, I don't know. It's just, it sounds really incredible. And I do hope the teacher has nothing to do with the murder, which supposedly he doesn't, but we will see, I guess. I don't know. It's big, it's nice, it's hard and amazing. I don't know, I really like this. Don't you like this? I like this. I don't know, I just want to know who killed this girl, why, and I love dual timelines. I don't know, it's going to be perfect. Then I have a most anticipated book for me, and that is the Book of Dust 2, The Secret Commonwealth, and this is by Philip Pullman, obviously, and as you might know, His Dark Materials is one of my favorite series of all time. I think it's one of the best middle grade series ever written, and fight me on that if you want. And I have already read La Belle Sauvage, which is the first book of the Book of Dust trilogy that he's doing right now. And this one is supposed to be in the future, so Lyra is like 20 years old, which is funny because I am 24 right now. And I can relate since I grew up with His Dark Materials when I was really, really young as well, such as Lyra, and now I'm in my 20s, which is nice. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen here. I don't want to know because I want it to be perfect, and perfect is to go into a Philip Pullman book without knowing anything and just enjoying the fact that he is one of the greatest writers ever, and that I'm going to love this and the characters, because if I don't, I'm going to be really, really sad. And then the last book that I got, it's sort of a strange purchase because it's the end of a trilogy and I don't have books 1 or 2. So this is book 3. And why did I bought this? Because I had a discount. Yes, this was like 10 euros and it costed 20 and something. So I decided to just get it, and when I find the other 2, I will just buy them because I know that I really want to read this. And that book is Emperor of Thorns by Mark Lawrence. So this is the ending of the Prince of Thorns trilogy. I think that's, or the Thorns trilogy, or whatever it is called, I have no idea. And What I've been told is that this is a grimdark fantasy and it's really, really raw and rough, and that you will hate the main character with all of your soul. And we all know that I love to read about people that are fairly easy to hate because I love hating. I mean, I don't love hating. I'm a nice person. What am I saying on this channel today? But I love when you have like this main character that you don't want to empathize and you can't empathize. I don't know. I like a good villain, and I like good morally gray characters, and I like grimdark situations. So I am very excited. I don't know. And it's actually praised by Robin Hobb, and she says it's absolutely impressive. So I haven't read Robin Hobb yet, but I know that she's great. So, I mean, should we give it a shot? Of course we should. And it was really cheap comparatively with the prices that normally they ask for books in Portugal. So I've got it. And now we're going for the mangas, and I am so excited to show you the mangas that I've got this month because they're all so fucking gorgeous. I cannot. First of all, a manga that I've already read, and you will see more in my wrap-up of my reading this month, but this is my favorite manga of the series so far, and that is saying a lot since all of the series was 5 stars for me, and that is Children of the Whales Volume 15 by Abi Umeda. So this series is basically about this community of people, and they live in a sort of a sand island that moves through the ocean, and there's people with powers in that island and they die really young, and there's people that don't have powers and they die really old. And basically they are attacked one day and they don't really know why, so it's like they're fighting for their lives and knowing what's going on with them and learning who they are, and it's just so emotional. And this volume, I cried, I screamed, I really did. It's not a euphemism. I really did. I cried, I screamed. I was just, ooh, this was so fucking amazing. Like, if you haven't picked up Children of the Whales yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. This is your sign. This is your wake-up call. Go do it. Go. You can do it. Go. Another manga that I've got is The Promised Neverland Volume 15 as well. Oh, that's nice. And this is by Kaio Shirai and Posuka de Misu, and I am very late in the volumes that I have to read. I have like 4 volumes to read of Promised Neverland, which is really sad. And I am loving the covers. Also, this is sort of a dystopian, sort of light horror kind of thing. And this is about a group of orphans, and they live in an orphanage, and one day they discover that they are being created to be food to demons. And so they decided to escape. And it's basically how the world turned out and how the demons are sort of ruling the world, and it's divided between humans and demons, and they're trying to escape and they're trying to follow clues, and it's like a chess game, and it's really cool. And through the middle of the series, I got a little bit fed up of the thing, but now I was actually really starting to enjoy it again, which is sort of stupid because I stopped. I don't know why, but I did. But I really want to read this. I am very excited about it. There, are you counting? I said excited again. I know, I suck. Then I have one of the most beautiful mangas that I got ever, and that is the collector's edition of Cardcaptor Sakura by Clamp, Volume 4. 4? 4. Look at this. Look at this. I haven't even took the plastic off because this is like the most beautiful. This is so gorgeous. Are you seeing this? Like, this is her mom and her dad, and there's so many cherry blossom and peach blossom flowers because of their names, and it's just, I love Cardcaptor Sakura. And if you don't know, this is about this little girl. She opens a book and she scatters these cards created by a magician throughout Japan, and basically she releases the beast of the seal, and so she turns into the Cardcaptor Sakura, and she has to capture all of the cards before they wreak havoc in the entirety of the world. And it's just so great. I mean, it was my childhood, and if you don't know Cardcaptor Sakura, I'm really sorry, and you should, because it's great for adults as well, but it was great growing up with that. Then I've got the manga novelization, sort of, the mangaization of Ruby, and this is the official manga for the Ruby series, and this is by Bunta Kinami, and it's based on the Rooster Teeth series created by Monty Hume, who sadly passed away already. And if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Ruby series, the Ruby computer series, whatever. I really love it. It's an animated series, but it's not an anime, it's an animation, and it's a great, great series. I do believe it has 5 or 6 seasons, I don't even know, but it's just so freaking great, and it's about these girls that go into this sort of academy because their world is being filled with Grimm, which are creatures that come from the darkness and attack human beings and destroy things, and they are trained to be huntresses, which are the people that actually fight against the Grimms, and they use powers that come from dust, and it's great because each and every single one of them has a weapon and has a different type of power, and I just love it. And to know that this is becoming a manga, like, I'm really happy, and apparently they're going to cover all of the seasons because it's actually the manga version of the series. That's what it is. It's the same fucking thing. So if you haven't had the guts to actually go and watch the Ruby TV show, because you should, by the way, but if you haven't, then you can read the manga. Surprise, bitch! You will have to watch or read Ruby in any way. This is your sign, again. Now, for other beautiful things, I have got Love on the Other Side, an Nagabe short story collection with story and art by Nagabe, obviously. And if you're recognizing the drawing style of this, these are the same creators of The Girl from the Other Side and Wise Beasts of the Wizarding Wisdom. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. And this is basically what it says it is. It's a collection of short stories. It has 6 short stories. They are here, and it says, love comes in many forms. A magnificent bird comforts a struggling girl. A vampire waltzes with a young lady at night, which... A blind girl lives with a monster of whom there is more than meets the eye. The 6-story manga collection by masterful manga creator Nagabe explores fascinating relationships that refuse to be confined. And I was like, yes, please. Where do I sign up? Look at this beauty. I love Nagabe's art, and I want more. Yes, and I am going to cry because I've cried in The Girl from the Other Side. I haven't read Wise Beast of the Wizarding Wisdom. Wow, my tongue twisted. But I have a feeling that I'm going to cry as well. So, Love on the Other Side, love stories. I mean, dark, deep, nostalgic, beautiful love stories with beautiful, amazing art. So, let's get on with it. And then I have another beautiful, amazing, gorgeous hardcover manga, which is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the Fullmetal Edition number 9, which I was so excited because you don't know. When I go to Instagram or BookTube and I see people that are actually from America and they have already these copies in their hand, and I'm from Portugal and I'm here sitting in the fucking corner of the world and being like, where is my copy of the manga? Will it arrive? We will never know because pandemics, and it might not arrive because a lot of things didn't. And it did. It did. It did. It did. I mean, if you haven't read or watched Fullmetal Alchemist, I mean, I have spent this entire video telling you that you should read and watch these things. If you don't want it, it's okay. I'm not going to judge you, but I will be a little dead inside. Or you will be, because you won't know the fascination that it is to actually watch or read this. This is one of the best stories ever written, like, not exaggerating. This is about these 2 brothers, and they... their mother dies, and they perform this alchemical forbidden ritual to try to bring her back, and it goes terribly wrong, and one of the brothers loses an arm and a leg, and the other loses his entire body, and it has his soul attached to a piece of armor. And so, in order to get their bodies to the way they were before, they sort of enlist in the military, and they are trying to find the Philosopher's Stone. And so they are alchemists for the government, and it has a lot of political issues, racial issues, it has a lot of religion topics as well. It's so fucking amazing. Oh, I forgot to say that this is by Hiromu Harakawa, but you should know that. I don't even know that. Why am I telling you that you should know that? I don't know. I mean, there's so many names. It's just, I read so many books. Anyway, I'm very excited about this, and yes, it is a new release, and it's something that I got, and this is a book haul, and I'm excited. Seriously, fucking stop saying excited. I cannot stop this. Please slap me, because today is not my day, is it? I don't know how to film anymore. And then I got this amazing, beautiful gift, and this is something that is going to soothe my anxiety, that is going to make me happy, because it already did. I almost read it entirely when I got it, and I am going to read it many, many times. And that is I Will Judge You by Your Bookshelf, and this is by Grant Snyder. And this is sort of a collection of drawings and stuff about books. Like, for instance, you must know this because I do believe that this is on the internet. This is a story coaster, and it's like how a story progresses, and then you have some potential bookmarks, for instance, and it always has some phrases like, I will use anything as a bookmark, or I will steal my kids' books or something. Look, portraits of a parent reading, and books are mirrors, windows, sliding glass doors, stepping stones, overcoats, anchors, springboards, escape hatches, quiet corners, warm blankets, flying carrots, beacons to new readers, after Rudine Sims Bishop. It's just... when I read this, I get so fucking emotional, and if I'm anxious, if I'm sad, this is going to be the book that I'm going to pick up, because you guys have no idea, like, obviously you have an idea that I like books because I have a booktube and I have a lot of books around me, but you have no idea how much I love books and how much they help me get through life in general. Life sometimes is really, really hard, you guys, and I'm not going to pour my heart and soul into this video because that's not why we're here. We're here to see the books that I got, but it's just so nice that now I'm going to have something to remind me that books are there for me and it's okay, and I can lean on them and they're my friends, and all of the stupid thoughts that I have sometimes about writing and about reading and about, being strange and different just because I like to read way more than the normal person and I rely way more on books than a supposed normal person, that they're not wrong. And I don't know, this is just, I'm getting emotional, shit, okay. This is just so great. I love it. It's just, I don't know. It's great. Like, writer's block and how to make right. It's just, it's funny, it's sensitive, and it's beautiful at the same time. I love this book. I'm just so happy. Like, my boyfriend got me this and he said, I think you're gonna love it. And I was like, bitch, of course. But of course. And it was just the best gift that I could have got at that time and ever, I think. It was just so great. I'm just gonna go there and cry, okay? So yeah, those are all the books that I got for my part 2 of the haul that I did before. I'm sorry that this is really long. I really needed to vent, didn't I? Because I kind of hyperventilated a little while talking to you, but that's how life is. So that's going to be it for today. And if you've known any of these books, if you've read them, just no spoilers, please, but just comment down below if you want to read them, if you got curious, if you love the mangas editions like I did, because they are so fucking pretty. And yeah, that's going to be it for today, and happy readings to you all. Bye!